been 28 days since you've seen Puerto Rican Hound Dog in a WWN ring, and that's thanks to us. Because thanks to us, you're never gonna see that mangy mutt in a ring ever again because we put him into an early retirement. But that's not why we're here tonight at OCC Road House for Monday Night Mayhem. No, the reason we're here is to scout the Proving Ground Tag Team Champions Exodus. Because I've noticed they haven't been on the show in a couple weeks, and yet they're here tonight, haven't defended their titles in weeks. They're not true champions like we were. But honestly, that's for the best because tonight they're facing a team that we beat last week. So make that make sense. You lose and now you get a shot to face the tag team champions, but it's fine, it's fine. Tonight, we are going to go out there and watch the tag team champions and see what the competition is like. Because at the end of the day, those titles belong to Vice and Violence.
Because violence is our vice!
You're damn right, let's go.
WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. We have a great show this evening, including our main event for the WWN Proving Ground Championship. As your champion, the walking nuke, Brian Atomic, will be defending his gold against the Reason IKKI in our main event. So without further ado, let's get underway. Our opening contest is set for one fall. With a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Yeah! Violence has come back to WWN, and I'm here to make a statement.
In the house, Ennis.
Get on your feet and respect me! Get on your feet and respect me! Yeah! Respect me! Respect me!
The Andis opponent.
Shut up, woman!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into episode number 2 of season number 2 here at WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. You may even say deuces are wild here at the OCC Road House in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. I am not the voice of WWN Alex Green, but I am TJ Lopes, and I am so excited to be able to be on the call for you all tonight as this opening contest will pit Matthew Ennis versus the debuting Chris Marvelous And what a way to start off episode number 2 of Monday Night Mayhem. Between two fantastic talents, Matthew Ennis, a guy that we have not seen here in a little while, but if you are familiar with House of Champions, you will know exactly who this man is. And we are underway. And for Chris Marvelous, this is certainly going to be a test for the young man. We saw him just one short day ago as Matthew Ennis starts off hot, throwing the jacket in his face, and immediately taking this match over right away. We just saw Chris Marvelous yesterday at the Do or Die showcase here at the OCC Road House, was unsuccessful in a match against Heartbreak Jake in what was a very entertaining contest. And look at Marvelous flying with a lariat. And we all know how dangerous Matthew Ennis is with that lariat if you're familiar with his game. And Marvelous with a slam. Early cover here and just a 1 count. Chris Marvelous looking impressive early on. This young man has been working here behind the scenes for quite some time, just biding his time, waiting for an opportunity to show what he could do inside that squared circle, and he's getting that opportunity tonight. He's gonna look to make the most of it. Marvelous axe handle right there in more ways than one for the man that calls himself Marvelous in motion, and unfortunately some bad motion right there. And Matthew Ennis with a huge elbow drives Marvelous to the ground. Another cover. And a 2 count already here. Matthew Ennis is as dangerous as they come. Again, a former House of Champions heavyweight champion, just recently lost that championship at League of Champions for House of Champions in December. So now he is back here to start the new year at Proving Ground, looking to get himself back on track. As he just drives that elbow right into the jaw and then drives that hand right into the chest of the Marvelous one. And again, it is so dangerous with those strikes and a suplex. You can hear Marvelous's screams of pain, all the air being driven out of the body of Chris Marvelous. Hooks the leg and only a 2 count again, but Marvelous is gonna have to figure something out soon if this match is gonna turn around. These fans staring on intently, trying to get Chris Marvelous back in here, and you can see the pain on his face, trying to get out of this chin lock that Matthew Ennis has applied. And again, Marvelous making his Proving Ground debut tonight, so always want a good showing for your first time out, but we haven't seen a lot of guys making their debut successfully here because we do have the best professional wrestling, I believe, in the state of Florida and maybe even in the world here at Proving Ground on Monday nights. Matthew Ennis is one of those big reasons why, as he lets our referee know exactly what he thinks about his opponent. Tells the fans to respect him. You can see it all over his face that that's all he cares about. But Marvelous just wrote his boot all over Ennis's face right there. And now an elbow. As Marvelous tries to fight off the pain. Get back in this thing, blocks the right, comes back with one of his own. And another. And a third time. And now Marvelous trying to fire himself up. Drives Ennis back to the ropes. And another flying lariat. And now the pace is quickened. And Chris Marvelous will look to capitalize. And he does with another back spring elbow. And a Rough Rider. Could this be it for Marvelous in his debut? No! And a kick out at 2. Matthew Ennis, the veteran, not quite done yet. And you could hear the crowd starting to get behind Chris Marvelous. Can he finish the job? Can he figure it out and get it done?
All the way throughout the day.
Says he's going to be marvelous all throughout the day. He just has to be marvelous for a few more minutes to pick up the win, and now rake in the eyes. And he's got hit with that lariat. And you don't survive that if you're marvelous. And Matthew Ennis picks up a huge win to start off his year in 2026, dispatches the debuting and very game Chris Marvelous. But when you get hit with that lariat, folks, very few, if any, have ever survived. And for Matthew Ennis, congratulations on another big victory as he looks to get himself on track here going into 2026. Welcome back to Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem, Matthew Ennis, but once again, welcome in Chris Marvelous. If every match of his is going to be as hard fought as that one,
I'm here to say,
I believe we have 2 new stars on the way here on Monday nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many fantastic matches to bring you tonight, including Brian Atomic defending his WWN Proving Ground Championship against IKKI a little bit later on tonight, and so much more. But this match might be the match of the night, and it's always a possibility when baby Keef is in town. The highest man in your city is going to have to find a way to take flight in this one against the Menace, Dennis, Fense.
You ready? Keef, you ready? Yeah, I think so. Ring the bell!
And we are underway. Once again, this is going to be, even for somebody as talented and as gifted as baby Keef, Dennis the Menace Fense is no pushover, as you can see right there, as quite literally baby Keef gets pushed over. Very rarely since Dennis Fense returned in late stages of 2025 have we seen him on his back. Lost in the Young Guns Invitational as once again he throws baby Keef off of him. But that's just about it. Basically, Dennis Fense has dominated just about everybody he's been in the ring with. And you can just see he is just eating those chops that are normally so effective for baby Keef, and now a drop kick staggers the big man, if only briefly. Baby Keef quite literally trying to chop the big man down, and another drop kick, and Fense still will not stay, still is staying upright, still will not go down. And again, Baby Keef just trying anything to get this big man down, and all it takes is one monstrous blow, and Baby Keef goes crashing to the mat. Keef just gets thrown down with so much force on that slam, and I'll tell you what, folks, whether you have been here to the Roadhouse or not for one of the episodes here of Monday Night Mayhem, I can tell you, hopefully you can see it through the screen, Dennis Fense just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And a huge splash in the corner followed up with a sidewalk slam, and that could be it already. Cover, and Keef just barely able to get that left shoulder up. And we are fresh off of the heels from last night's Shine 85 event right here at the OCC Road House. And if you didn't get a chance to see it live here at the Roadhouse or online, then you can get it. You can get that. You can see that and all of our previous events on WWNLive.com through your Club WWN membership. It's only $9.99 per month. You can see Shine, you can see FIP, and you can see all the episodes here at Proving Ground if for some reason you don't feel like seeing us on YouTube or Facebook. Is Baby Keef with a few elbows trying to fight back in this match, and a world's strongest slam from Dennis Fense. And it's academic from here. No, Baby Keef showing that fight and resilience we are so used to seeing from him. And like I just mentioned, folks, you can see WWN Monday Night Mayhem on ClubWWN.com, or you can see it as it streams free at WWN Promotions on Facebook or at WWN Live on YouTube. And we are live right here at the OCC Road House pretty much every single Monday. So if you are free at 7 o'clock on Mondays and you're here in Clearwater, come on down. Tickets are absolutely free. So you can come on down and join us, and if you'd like to sit in the front row, like $10, guys. I mean, I know the economy's hard, but $10, I think we could stretch it a little bit for the greatest professional wrestling in the world, and these two gentlemen, a huge part of that, as we saw Baby Keef go after Brian Atomic's championship just last week and was unsuccessful. And now Baby Keef with a huge kick right to the side of Dennis the Menace Fence's head. Up. And Baby Keef, huge chops, trying to fight back in this match here. Again, these lariats, nothing is getting this big man down. I'm not even sure Baby Keef's gotten him down once so far in this match, and now a huge overhead kick. Big old roundhouse, and still Fense is not down, and finally able to get Fense down. Baby Keef again trying to go after that Proving Ground Championship. I did misspeak earlier. His partner Puma Johnson was the one that had that match earlier on. And a swanton, and that could do it, folks. He got it. And I tell you what, folks, that tells you everything you need to know about Baby Keef. He could be dominated the entire match. He could look like he's down and out for the whole thing. He could not get his opponent off of his feet until 15 seconds before this match is over. But as long as there is breath in those something-filled lungs, Baby Keef always has a chance. Congratulations, Baby Keef, as his quest for the WWN Proving Ground Championship continues here at Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem.
Ladies and gentlemen, following tag team contest is a non-title bout set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now transition to tag team action as the faction dripping in gold. Exodus in full force tonight. Jack Josh Body Bundy being accompanied to the ring by the WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, Emily Locke. These two men had a stellar 2025, and whether you like or approve of their methods or not, you cannot argue with success. And you can't say these two men were not uber successful in 2025 as they hold those tag team championships. As we start season 2, episode 2. Again, deuces are wild here. For any of you baseball players out there, you'll know what that means. As our referee Jay Taylor makes sure Exodus has nothing untoward in their gear that may aid them. We've seen them use many underhanded tactics as he now starts jaw-jacking already with Emily Locke, making her presence known. As this tag team contest gets underway, and again, Exodus, your WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, but this is a non-title match, and for Tone Felix and Blackjack, it doesn't much matter that it's a non-title match. A victory against the champs goes a long way in earning yourself a future tag team championship opportunity, and we did see these two guys team together as Exodus playing a little bit of mind games. Looks like neither of the Exodus boys want to get in there with Blazing Hot Blackjack, and I do not blame them, but we saw those two of Blackjack and Felix go toe-to-toe with the recently reunited Vice and Violence, and they were unsuccessful as Blackjack showing off his stature and a quick roll-up cover, and almost got him here, and then Blackjack sends Body Bundy flying off the apron, and Blackjack with a DDT. Dominant start for him, cover, and already a couple of 2 counts for this new team, and in comes Tone Felix, the former Division III running back, so athletic! Then he shows it off there. And great tag team action, senton leg drop combination, cover. Could this be it? And a very weak kick out there from Jack Josh, and already the air completely out of the lungs, and I don't care how jacked Josh may be, when you get hit with a move like that, the air is gonna fly out of you. Tone Felix, somebody who feels that he's been misunderstood his whole life, big anime guy, really uses that as a comfort and an inspiration for who he is today, and you could see those powerful strikes and then throwing down Jack Josh. And man, I tell you, this team looking impressive so far as Blackjack and Felix cover in another 2 count. Referee Jay Taylor in great position as Tone Felix wraps up the legs of Jack Josh. And for Exodus, you definitely don't want to start losing to teams that just formed like Tone Felix and Blackjack. It's just not a habit you want to get in, but we've seen, even if they've been in positions like this in their matches before, all it takes is one interference like that, or from Emily Locke down the line in the match, and things get turned around, and now a big spear from Josh. And a kick out from Blackjack, and like I said, that's all it takes is just a little bit of scheming, a little bit of underhandedness, and Exodus is now right back in this thing, and here comes Body Bundy. Big double shoulder tackle brings down the big Blackjack. About 240 pounds, not an easy man to bring down, and a flapjack. Body Bundy firing his partner into Blackjack, another cover, and a kick out. And I mentioned earlier on, we still have so much more here on this episode of Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Brian Atomic will be defending his Proving Ground Championship against the Reason IKKI. And we also have the WWN Proving Ground debut of the Emerald Emperor, Simon Says. He'll be teaming with TJ Brady and Damian Gemini, La Media, against the team of Marshall Moore and the Dojo Hunters. We will see how that match goes tonight. All that and much more But for right now, we have to worry about Blackjack because he is in big, big trouble against the tag champs. And again, when you've been teaming together for years, like these two have, you just are so simpatico, and a nice move there. Cover and another kick out for Blackjack. We know Blackjack has a lot of guts and heart. He's not going to go down easily, and neither is his partner. But right now, he has been completely cut off from his corner. Blackjack just trying anything to fight out of this. Those strikes to the stomach, but just not enough. Jack Josh lays that punishment in. Now look at this, stepping on the throat. Jay Taylor is gonna have to get him out of there. Very smart, used pretty much all of that 5 count did. And now look at Body Bundy doing the dirty work behind the referee's back. And again, we're just used to this kind of stuff. I know I probably don't sound super excited about it. It's because we just see this every week with Exodus. It's the same old story. But again, whether you like it or you hate it, you can't argue with success, so you have to respect that these guys have sans been defeated, really, since they got here at Proving Ground. Multiple-time tag team champions. And now again, now it's Jack Josh doing all the dirty work behind the referee, Jay Taylor's back.
You look crazy.
And for Taylor, it's just so hard. You got Emily Locke on the outside, you turn your back for a second, and it's like Exodus just pounces like a pack of hyenas on their opponents. Diving uppercut, German suplex combo, and this could be it for Blackjack, but no. Again, he kicks out at 2.
Push through it.
And Exodus, you see, just not getting frustrated. They've been here so many times. They know exactly what they're doing and letting the fans know about it. And there's Emily Locke, and now finally, I was wondering when we'd see this, Emily Locke getting involved again. Oh, wait a minute. Jay Taylor saw it that time, though. And Emily Locke, we will be seeing ya. A boom, there she goes. And I'll tell you what, Exodus is lucky they didn't get disqualified there. Emily Locke got caught red-handed, and now you have to think that momentum, Blackjack's got to capitalize here. This crowd is finally energized. Blackjack, double drop kick. But can he get to his partner? And you see Tone Felix trying to get this crowd fired up and get Blackjack back to his corner. He's got him, and here comes Felix. Tone Felix trying to turn this match around for his team. Repress onto Jack Josh. Gets rid of Body Bundy there. Tone Felix taking out both halves of Exodus by himself. And a kick right to the spine, looking for plus ultra. And forearm, another one. Just rapid fire forearms for Tone Felix. Sends Josh into his partner. Springboard zigzag. Could this be it? And Bundy kicks out just barely. Able to get out of that one, and I'll tell you what, this match has turned around in an instant, and now, despite dominating most of this, the champs are in huge trouble. Felix goes up over the top, lands on the apron, and a nice leg sweep from the apron. Very unique combination, and a sunset flip. This could be it. Oh my goodness!
Here are your winners, the team of the superior Tone Felix and Blazing Hot Blackjack.
Blazing Hot Blackjack and Tone Felix have just pinned the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, and I tell you what, that can only mean one thing. They have to be in line at some point down the road for a championship match, right guys? I mean, that's usually how this kind of stuff works, and I said it early on. Exodus can't get into the habit of losing to teams like this that have just gotten together, but they did just that tonight. Emily Locke's interference backfired, and now the champs are gonna have to head back to the locker room, regroup, and figure out what in the world just went wrong. I mean, wow, I'm stunned. I am absolutely stunned. And you can see Jack, Josh, Body Bundy are not happy at how this went. But congratulations to Blackjack and Tone Felix. What a massive win for those two young men tonight.
Did you see what I saw out there? I saw a team that we beat pin the tag team champions. Now, normally when you pin a champion, you get a title shot, but since we beat them last week, I feel like that means we're next in line for a title shot. So WWN, instead of giving shots to people that are losers, make it right. Give Vice and Violence a shot at the championships we should have never lost. Ball's in your court.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the WWN Multimedia Championship. Introducing first,
This is what I'm talking about this year. Starting off, closing the case, and new multimedia champion. You heard it here first. I can't understand you. I'm not bilingual. This kid's still inside the guardrail. Still inside the guardrail. Who allowed this? Looks good.
ladies and gentlemen, introducing first challenger. He hails from Chinatown in Los Angeles, California. Weighing out 198 3/4 pounds, the Private Eye, Slade Porter. In his back to you with sports. He hails from Bronx, New York. Weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the reigning and defending WWN Multimedia Champion, the Hell Hound, Jay Sky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first of our championship matches tonight as the Hell Hound, Jay Sky, puts up his WWN Multimedia Championship against the WWN original, the veteran, the Private Eye, Slade Porter. But enough about that, because right now, I have a very special guest with me. I was not prepared for this, but I am very happy that we get to do this as Baby Keef has joined me here on commentary. Baby Keef, my goodness, welcome in, sir.
Hey, had to come hop in the booth real quick and check out this title match first and foremost, up close in person.
Well, is it safe to say then perhaps, I said that you perhaps were going after Brian Atomic. Are you also perhaps going after the Multimedia Championship?
I'm going after every single singles champion in the company. I don't care if you're August Artois. I don't care if you're Sage Scott. I don't care if you're Jay Scott, who's defending the Multimedia Championship right now as we speak. And I damn sure don't care if you're Brian Atomic.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, and certainly I wish you the best in those endeavors. But for now, congratulations. A huge victory for you earlier tonight, Baby Keef, against a very large and very, for lack of a better word, menacing individual in Dennis Fense. So
yeah, that guy is absolutely nuts. Did you hear how he was screaming in my ear trying to throw me off?
I did hear how he was screaming in your ear, and that's amazing because I am wearing headphones that echo my own voice. So that's pretty impressive that I can still hear him even though he was doing that. So it's pretty amazing.
What's pretty amazing right now is this arm lock that Slade Porter has on Jay Sky right now.
Slade Porter, so crafty. He's been around for over a decade. As I mentioned, a WWN original cover here.
He's an OG. Look how he got out that schoolboy cover real quick. Didn't even get a 1 count. Don't know where Jay Sky is. He needs to do some investigating, get his magnifying glass out, try to get a clue of what's going on.
I could not have said that better myself. And we saw right towards the tail end 2025, Slade Porter went after the FIP Florida Heritage Championship, and Richport Ayala, who at that time had the belt, obviously now held by the Trillmonger Sage Scott, unsuccessful, but man, did he put up a fight that night, Baby Keef.
Definitely did, man. Slade Porter's an OG, like he said, but he just got ran down by the Hell Hound.
And many have, and I'm sure many will in the future. Throws the private eye down, and I think the I stands for investigation. As Jay Sky just absolutely dominating right now, and there goes the private eye. Yeah, he might need to investigate his lungs right about now.
Yeah, he had to get up out the ring, try to get his bearings right, because, I mean, nobody rolls better than I, but Jay Sky right now is on a good, gracious of a roll.
And Jay Sky hit chop to the chest there. And Jay Sky, one of those guys that when you talk about something like the Young Guns Invitational perhaps, where who's going to take that next leap, one of the first guys you think of that took that leap in 2025 is the Hell Hound Jay Sky.
It definitely is a guy that his name, Jay Sky, comes up as one of the first few names that you say when he had a breakout year in 2025.
And just look at the craftiness. Slade Porter tried to catch him getting in the ring. He's just able to easily get out of the way. The quickness, the power. I mean, he's got all the tools, but a rake to the eyes.
Yeah, he also had a finger full of eye right there, full of Jay Sky's eye.
Now Porter back on top here in a cover. And barely a 2 count. Plenty left in the tank for the Hell Hound. And
yeah, he might have a lot left in the tank, but does he have a lot of eyesight right now? Does he have a lot of vision right now? Because he had his eyes absolutely raked out of his skull. And right now, Slade Porter is laying in the groundwork. Punches, stomps. He's putting in pain. Get a couple chops back on him.
Yeah, certainly throwing the chops on his own, or of his own, I should say. Sky back into the corner and a forearm. And for Jay Sky, this is such an important match for him. I talked to him after the Ecstasy of Gold match at WWN Super Show. Battle for the belts that concluded 2025. Cover here. Could this be it? Sky just able to get out. So I talked to the Hell Hound after that match, and it really looked like he was going to come away with 2 championships multiple times throughout that match, and he didn't get the job done, and he was not happy about it. And so, you know, I really have to say, if he can't defend his championship here, 2026 is going to come off to a very bad start. But you know who won't have 2026 come off to a bad start? Anybody who checks out our sponsor, Territory Tees. They are here every single night. We have a booth set up in the corner. Go check them out if you're here, and if you're not, go to territorytees.com, www.territorytees.com. You can help promote, you can help support your favorite independent wrestlers here at FIP, here at WWN, Shine, maybe even Baby Keef right here. Maybe you can get some Baby Keef merch on territorytees.com.
Hey, everybody wants Baby Keef merch, but right now everybody's locked into this Multimedia Championship match, and Slade Porter is locked in trying to win the Multimedia Championship from Jay Sky. And oh, what a back backbreaker.
Very unique setup to that backbreaker, but so effective, and Sky powers out at 2. And I tell you what, Slade Porter, every championship match he gets, I can guarantee you he comes in as the man who is more motivated. Baby Keef, I'm not sure if you knew this, Slade Porter, been in the game 10 plus years, never won a singles championship. So this would be a huge win for him, not just for his confidence, but for his career. Drops the fist right on the forehead of the Hell Hound.
I've been watching a couple of Jerry Lawler tapes with that fist drop right there. And I absolutely feel Slade Porter. I mean, I haven't been in the game 10 years, but I haven't won a singles championship here in WWN either. I know what it's like to get chances and not really have the outcome that you want, so you're hungry and you're motivated anytime you get a championship match. And that's why Slade Porter's dropping knees on the back of the champion's neck right now and trying to come away with a big W.
And he almost did there, a 2 count. So Baby Keef, glad that you could find some common ground with the Private Eye. Do you feel like you guys have anything else in common?
I mean, besides our sideburns coming in quite about the same, I don't really think so, man. I don't really try to do too much investigating, getting into other people's business like the Private Eye. But other than wanting to win a championship, I don't think there's anything else we have in common.
That's fair, I suppose. Right now, man, Slade Porter is well on his way. I know Jay Sky kind of dominated the early going, but ever since this match turned around, it has been all Slade Porter in this.
Well, yeah, Slade Porter took advantage of the ref being in a position that he would not be able to see Slade Porter rake the eyes of Jay Sky, and he's been on top ever since then. And let me tell you, when you don't have your eyesight, when you're seeing double, triple, quadruple, it's very hard to be on top in a match. It's very hard to be the aggressor in a match because you can't see, you don't know what you're swinging at, and then you're getting knees dropped on the back of your neck and you're getting choked out by your own arm.
And outside of WWN Super Show Battle for the Belts, last time we saw Jay Sky, he was actually defeated along with Sage Scott. So he's kind of coming into this a little bit cold in terms of momentum, whereas Slade Porter defeated Ryan the Sensei last week. How much does momentum kind of play into a match like this, Baby Keef?
Momentum plays a huge part. When you're coming off a big victory like Slade Porter did against Ryan the Sensei, you're feeling good, you're feeling great, you have all the confidence in the world. And when you're coming in cold like Jay Sky, who suffered a couple losses on the way here, it's kind of tough. So you're trying to look to see if you can get back in the win column, but at the same time, you're the champion. You have to defend that championship. So Jay Sky might have a little bit of extra motivation. Hey!
Able to escape that, trying to pick up the pace, and there we go.
With a big clothesline, dropping the Private Eye.
The Hell Hound, Jay Sky, trying anything to get back into this one. Missed the first enziguri, got the second, and the Private Eye barely able to stay on his feet, staggers into the corner. And I don't know if the Private Eye knows where his law office is right now, if he even has one.
You can see the brain cells get kicked out of Slade Porter.
Hey! Falcon Arrow! Could this be it?
Only a 2 count. Jay Sky absolutely tossed Slade Porter by his damn suspenders.
Absolutely. What a Falcon Arrow. We've seen that. That is signature. Jay Sky, and just like that, Jay Sky, the Hell Hound, is right back into this thing, and now it's the Private Eye who's going to have to investigate how in the world he's going to put this champ down.
DJ, don't mind me right now because I am definitely scouting out every single move Jay Sky is doing and every advantage and disadvantage he has because he has a championship.
Well, hopefully I can help because he just went for Ghoul's Wings and a beautiful counter by Slade Porter, and now attacking that left knee. And Baby Keef, without the lower body, without that base, he may not be able to get Slade Porter up for Ghoul's Wings.
Oh, you can't. There's no way. You're one wheel down. You're not going to have the extra oomph to lift an entire human body. Oh! That is, I think that's smart. I think that's absolutely smart. If you want to wear suspenders while you're in combat, while you're in a fight right now, you should be able to have them used against them.
I completely agree with you, and what that also does for specifically Slade Porter, that sets up his figure 4. The game's afoot. It sets that up very well when you're attacking the knee like that.
It definitely does. It definitely does. And Jay Sky right now is hanging in a precarious position. And I don't think he wants to be hung up like this right now.
No, we call that the tree of woe. And Slade Porter just said that Jay Sky is in big, big trouble. And we'll see if he's right here. What in the world?
Absolutely is. Look at he's stepping on the legs while they're bent over the top rope, hung up under the turnbuckle. And
wow! Jay Sky, what strength and body control. just sits right up and throws him down. That's amazing.
That was a desperation move to get the pressure off of his legs. Where is he going? He's coming up to my neck of the woods.
I'm not sure if this is smart with a bad leg, but Jay Sky going to the high rent district, just like you said. That's more Baby Keef territory. And a huge splash. Oh! That got Baby Keef right out of his seat.
That boy flew.
Oh, and a kick out at 2.
Only flew into a 2. I ain't gonna lie, he got some height. That he damn near jumped off one leg, still got high in the sky. I almost gave him a high five while he was coming down. He was in my neck of the woods.
Slade Porter, very smart, getting out of the ring there, and you said it, Baby Keef. Only a 2 count was in your neck of the woods, and when you hit a big move like that, you go to the high rent district, you're hurt, you're hobbling, you still are able to hit it, and it still doesn't get the job to wait a minute.
It's literally hobbling.
I was gonna ask you a question, but right now, we gotta focus on Private Eye's got that
Got a little gimmick on him, what they call that? The magnifying glass.
magnifying glass, exactly. He's got that magnifying glass.
I don't think Jay knows.
I don't think our referee knows either.
He's trying to rip him away from the...
And hang on.
Why he got the little
He just
little
took
pad?
He didn't even take the pad off. I think he took the leather strap that goes behind the pad.
That was the worst throw I've seen in my life.
Yeah, that wasn't, but I think it was all a setup here.
Oh.
And Slade Porter just hit the Hell Hound with the magnifying glass. Oh my goodness. Yo, ref, this could do it. Not like this. Oh my God, he kicked out at 2 anyway.
Slade doesn't know what to do with himself. He hit him with his version of a kitchen sink, I'm gonna say.
And again, Baby Keef, Slade Porter has never won a singles championship. I mean, the mental strength that he's gonna have to have in order to get over this, I can't even fathom it.
He needs to get extra power. He needs to put the straps down.
And right now, he's trying to make sure the game's afoot. Can he lock it in? He does! He's got it!
Middle of the ring.
Inverted figure 4, the game is afoot, and will the game be over for the reign of Jay Sky as multimedia champion?
Yeah, the game's afoot, and Slade Porter's a foot away from being the new multimedia champion and being right on my list of people that need to watch their back because I might come after him.
My gosh, Jay Sky screaming in agony, dragging that body towards the rope. Can he get there? He can!
See, that right there is the heart of a champion. This is why Jay Sky is currently the multimedia champion, defending it with his life, with his limbs. His leg might be done for, his knee might be blown out, but he's still in the fight.
If you're Porter, I mean, what do you have to do to get Jay Sky down here? You've hit him with your best shot multiple times tonight.
Hit him with some cheap shots. I told him you're gonna put the straps down.
Oh! What a kick!
Or put his hands up. Good Lord.
Is he going for it again? And you might want to scout this, Baby Keef. Duels, wings,
Yeah.
and it's academic.
It's a snack wrap.
That's your ball game.
You can wrap it up. You can snack it up.
And still the WWN Multimedia Champion, the Hell Hound, Jay Sky.
What a match. You said it best. Wow. What a contest. But that is why Jay Sky is multimedia champion. He defends that championship with heart, with guts, with resilience, with honor, and ultimately with power. What a match. Congratulations, Jay Sky.
You can do nothing but applaud that performance. Jay Sky showed you why he is a champion. He dug down deep. Second win, third win. It didn't matter. He dug down into places that most people can't, and he came out as the victor. He retained the multimedia champion. Slade Porter has nothing to be ashamed of.
You're absolutely right. He certainly does not. But for Slade Porter, I feel like maybe it's not going to matter. For somebody who's been in the game this long, trying to go after that championship, the only thing that matters is winning. And no matter the fight that he put up tonight, he didn't get the job done. And for him, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board, Baby Keef.
Hey, you might have to. A couple times you might have to do that. Slade Porter's 10 years in the game. He knows how to bounce back. He's been put in positions time in and time out to be able to fight for a championship. I don't think this is the end of the private investigator, the private eye.
I don't believe so either, and he's going to bounce back, and we are going to bounce back here in just a few short minutes. We're going to take a brief intermission. We will be right back, and for now, enjoy some past action here at WWN Live YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And it is for the WWN Proving Ground Women's Championship. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger. She hails from Newark, New Jersey. She is the Puerto Rican Speed Demon, Bee. And her opponent, representing Exodus, she hails from Bowling Green, Ohio. She is the reigning and defending WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, your boyfriend's favorite wrestler, Emily Locke.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from our brief break here for the second of our championship matches tonight, as your boyfriend's favorite wrestler, Emily Locke, will be defending her championship against Speed Demon BB, a familiar foe to many of the women here at WWN Proving Ground, including the lovely woman here sitting to my right, who's going to be joining us for this match, the Queen Pin, Catalina Perez. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to have you here. Welcome.
I'm here. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. This is going to be a good one. Championship.
I could not agree more, Catalina. And obviously, you have much more than a vested interest in this one. You are so familiar with both of these women.
Yes, both of them. I've been with both of them. And, Emily, okay, she wants to start on her time. That's absolutely. We're in wrestling. Come on, girl.
I know you defended your championship against Speed Demon BB right here at WWN Proving Ground, close to the end of Season 1 in 2025. And what did you learn about Speed Demon BB in that match that maybe you didn't know before?
She's got fight. That girl can, she brings it. And I love when somebody brings it because I love when they fight. So, and that's exactly what she's doing to Emily right now, bringing her that fight. She wants that championship.
Absolutely, and a huge suplex followed up by that elbow drop. And Speed Demon BB, as tough as they come. I mean, you were here when she was not medically cleared to compete. You were standing in the ring. I even handed you the microphone that night to, for you to speak to the people. Speed Demon BB, she came out here and challenged you anyway. Shows her toughness, cover, and a 2 count.
Very tough girl, and that's what she's bringing to Emily right now. So Emily better, get up there because, unacceptable. Why? This is what she does. That's all she's good for, is cheating. Hello, come on.
I feel like I'm just getting used to it at this point. Perhaps I'm scabbing over seeing Emily Locke, use underhanded tactics to claim victory in another cover here.
Underhanded, excuse me, okay, let me tell you something. I lost my championship because she hit me with my championship. Comes out and interferes in a match. Oh, hey girl. Yeah, she comes out and interferes during a match that I was supposed to have with Gianna. And the winner of that was supposed to wrestle Sarah Leon, and she wants to stick her nose in my business. And then she took the title and hit me in the face with it and stole my championship from me. So yeah, she uses a lot of underhand tactics. And then on top of that, me and Kelsey Reagan have a match, and what does she want to do? Come out and stick her nose in my business again.
Well, that has been a pattern of Emily Locke in recent weeks, but I'll tell you, the last couple of times that it's happened, it hasn't worked out for her. She was defeated at the hands of Sarah Leone just at WWN Battle for the Belts.
Oh,
and a huge
nice.
DDT.
That was good. Come on, BB. I'd rather wrestle BB than Emily.
Okay, well, that was actually going to be my next question. So you would rather wrestle BB. Is there a particular reason why?
I want the fight. I don't want a chicken.
Ooh, okay.
You know, I'd go to the farm for that. So I want a fighter.
I suppose that's one way. I suppose that's one way to put it. Look at this, Emily Locke.
Like underhand.
Choke. It's more like an overhand choke right there, but certainly underhanded. And Speed Demon BB, no stranger to this championship. She still has not held it, but she has fought for it many, many times. Catalina, what's it going to take for her to actually take home that championship tonight?
I'm not sure. She's got to bring more fight. More fight. Oh!
What a move! It looked like a full
head.
Nelson neck slam right there. That was very unique.
Because I've done stuff like that, so I know hit her, rocked her in the head. But
And
she's
wow.
got to just bring it up to the next level for. She's got to bring it up to the next level. She's tough, but we just got to get to that next level.
Cross body into the corner. I don't know if you saw just that, you know, you may hate the way Emily Locke does things, but she is quite intelligent in that ring. You saw her move BB's legs out of the way to give herself more room to inflict pain. And so, you know, you could say whatever you want. The talent for Emily Locke has never been in question.
She does bring the, but again, chicken. She picks and chooses. So she's a smart girl. Maybe I have to learn from her. Maybe I'll pick and choose as well then.
I mean, you're going to have to do whatever you have to do, but you know, if I may give my humble opinion, Catalina, you've won that championship the right way one time. I personally believe you can win it the right way again, but I will say, to finish my point from earlier, Emily Locke, she's been kind of trying to surprise people and hasn't worked out for her. She lost to Sarah Leone, and then at Shine 85, she lost to Jasmine Howe trying to do the same thing, and now she might just lose to Speed Demon BB.
She might if she don't get up from that, because that was a good one. Yeah, so she's on a losing streak?
I mean, a little bit.
She might lose tonight.
I mean, it's only a couple of matches, but
hey,
you can define it as a losing streak, absolutely.
That's momentum getting taken away from you, especially as a champion.
I mean, and you would know better than I, certainly, how that can affect
That
you.
gets you in your head a little bit.
And even the way Emily Locke took the championship from you.
Oh, yeah, not the good way.
And Speed Demon BB coming back with flying back elbows, and now
right,
the Speed Demon living up to her name.
Rocking and rolling. Emily, see, we got to keep it moving.
Speed Demon BB firing herself up, trying to get back in this thing. Climbing to the top rope. Could she be looking for Angel's Wings?
Whatever we got to do to get that title.
Emily Locke able to get to her feet and throw BB down. Oh, how painful is that for Speed Demon BB?
That hurts.
And now, could she be going for lock and key? There it is! And it's academic from here.
You know what?
And still the WWN Proving Ground Women's Champion, Emily.
You know, she won that one. Fair and square, I will say.
And I said it before, and I'll say it again. You can love it or you can hate it. And speaking of hate it.
So I think I have some, because that's not cool.
Well, oh my goodness, well, you just heard her. Catalina Perez just threw down her headphones, and I think that means the Queen Pin is about to make an appearance. And here she is, the Queen Pin getting after Emily Locke. Catalina Perez, the First Lady of Proving Ground, chasing after the champion and stopping the attack on her friend Speed Demon BB. And BB,
I knew she was killing somebody.
BB laughing. I'm not sure if she's laughing because she's in pain or if she's laughing because she was enjoying what just happened to Emily Locke, but either way, Speed Demon BB, a fantastic fight, but unfortunately, once again, comes up just a little bit short of capturing that championship gold, and it won't be the last championship match we see tonight. We still have so much more coming up on episode 2 of Proving Ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Baby.
He is from Clearwater, Florida. He is
Tony Twist Denati, the chosen one, makes his way to the ring, and his opponent tonight, I would argue you can't get much tougher than the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis, a man who was multimedia champion for quite a while here at Proving Ground. We last saw him right around the end of September, maybe even early October. Lost that championship to the current holder who we saw earlier tonight, Jay Sky. And we are underway, and I am once again joined by Baby Keef. Baby Keef, thank you so much for joining me for that last match before we took our break, and thank you for joining me once again.
Hey, you know I had to come back to the booth and watch this match right here. This is about to be a banger of a match. Tony Denati, Richard Adonis, one-on-one here at Monday Night Mayhem.
Absolutely. We talked about you going after every championship. Obviously, no championships on the line here, so what are you looking to get out of this match, Baby Keef?
I'm looking at two competitors who are probably going to be in line trying to fight for a championship. Richard Adonis, former multimedia champion, lost it to the current holder, Jay Sky, so I know he's going to want to get it back, so I'm probably going to have to run through him at some point in my journey onto a championship. Tony Denati, a hometown boy from Clearwater here, many years in the game. I'm sure he's not just here to wrestle in front of his family. He's here to win championships. He's here to add to his already nice career.
Look at Tony Twist Denati, but Richard Adonis,
everybody working.
Very impressive action, too quick to call here. Look at these two incredible competitors, so evenly matched.
That's exactly why I'm watching two guys that are at the top of their game. I know at some point I'm probably going to cross paths with both of these men.
And you mentioned Tony Denati going after championships. We saw him to start season 2 here at Proving Ground, unsuccessfully going after the FIP Florida Heritage Championship and Sage Scott, but man, what a match that was, and Tony Denati so close to becoming your next champion.
Yeah, there you go, already. Tony Denati, and oh my God! Suicide dive right through the middle ropes, taking out Richard Adonis.
Tope suicida, but did Tony Denati injure himself in the process, grabbing a hold of that right
Grabbing
knee.
a hold of his right knee, that's never good.
Tony Denati and Richard Adonis.
And
man, you know, oh no, and you never want to see that, folks. And it appears that unfortunately Tony Denati really did injure that knee, and so
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has stopped this match. For a winner, the Silver Snake, Richard Adonis.
And Richard Adonis picking up a victory here in unfortunate circumstances, but congratulations to him, and we'll do our best to get back to it here at Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem.
The following contest is a six-man tag team bout set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Says has informed me to reserve this. I demand your respect.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was informed during the break that so this match was originally supposed to be Simon Says and Loud Media versus Marshall Moore and the Dojo Hunters, but I was just informed that unfortunately Coban Castillo is not medically cleared to compete, and so it looks like Ryan the Sensei and Marshall Moore have found themselves a third man in A-Aron, and I'll tell you what, the one man that definitely does not want to see A-Aron is probably TJ Brady, because, baby Keef, I know you were here during Wrestle Expo, A-Aron kind of was thrust into a match with TJ Brady and shocked a lot of people and took TJ Brady to the limit. Did ultimately come up short, but I know TJ Brady does not want anything to do with A-Aron right now.
Well, that's a great substitute that Marshall Moore and Ryan the Sensei find. Somebody who's been in the ring with TJ, took him to the limit, and he's got them on their squad. But the problem that they're facing is they're not just going against TJ Brady and Damian Gemini. They have Simon Says in the corner of La America.
And you said it better than I could, baby Keef. The Proving Ground debut of one Simon Says, who in just a few short weeks, will be celebrating 20 years in this business. A guy who has been all around the world, has done just about everything you can do in professional wrestling, and he is here for the first time at Proving Ground against all odds. And speaking of against all odds, I think it's against all odds that TJ Brady will ever shake the hand of Ryan the Sensei ever again. He did it once. I think that's a lifetime limit for TJ Brady.
Definitely is. I don't think TJ wants to get on the bad side of the Emerald Emperor while he's actively standing in his corner. So if he ought to listen to him, he might be okay to get through this match against Ryan the Sensei.
And for TJ Brady and Damian Gemini, what a 2025 they had, and they wanted to end things off with a bang. Damian Gemini wanted nothing but to defeat his father at Battle for the Belts. And TJ Brady, cover here from the Sensei in a 2 count. TJ Brady was basically destined in his mind to win the Young Guns Invitational and came up short against Rose all day. And so really their year ended with a whimper, and now we enter Simon Says, trying to get them, in his mind at least, back on track, doing it the right way, which most of the time for Simon Says is kind of the wrong way.
Hey, I was about to say, getting them back on track, what? Laying them out with clotheslines in the middle of the ring? Is that how you get guys back on track? I mean, I guess if that's the way it goes, then we're gonna see.
And you can hear this crowd getting behind the veteran Simon Says. The Emerald Emperor is here at Monday Night Mayhem, and whenever the Riddler of wrestling is around, you know mayhem is gonna follow.
Oh yeah. And Simon does not care to shake hands with Ryan the Sensei.
Ryan the Sensei, one of the best young talents we have here at Proving Ground, and so good showing here. Even a victory against this team would really do wonders for him and for his partners, A-Aron. And we haven't even talked about Big Business LLC, Marshall Moore yet.
That's the big dog, the big guy, the big behemoth in the corner. Marshall Moore, what's in the briefcase? We would never know. I think it's Scooby Snacks.
You know what? That's a good a theory as I've heard yet. We'll have to figure that out someday. Maybe I can ask Mr. Moore down the road, but right now, Ryan the Sensei is being schooled by the veteran, Simon Says. Although it looks like he's turning it around here, and again, Ryan the Sensei, they don't call him the Sensei for nothing. He's got plenty of karate ability and fighting ability.
He does, but Simon has 20 years under his belt of experience against every single competitor of any shape, form, size, or background and style that you can think of.
Again, Simon Says been all over the world. The Emerald Emperor with a big slap to Ryan the Sensei.
Wake him up then!
And Sensei with one back.
You don't want to slap Ryan the Sensei. But yeah, you might want to kick him because you might need to kick the air out of him for Showski.
And you called it earlier that he'll clothesline anybody. I would argue, I would say that he would probably call it putting people on the Says Express. And now here comes the man who believes he's pure enough to be a champion, TJ Brady.
TJ Brady, Damian Gemini, La Maria, former tag team champions. 2 guys that are still on my slap them in the face list, but right now they're working as a cohesive unit.
Certainly 2 people you have so much history with. And one thing that I think is getting a little bit lost here in this match is Marshall Moore, Ryan the Sensei, A-Aron, as far as I know, have never teamed together in any capacity. I don't even know if 2 of those people have teamed, whereas La Media has been teaming together for pretty much all of 2025, and they are very familiar with Simon Says, so you have to give the chemistry factor to that team.
Very much true, very much valid points, but this is what I think. Look at A-Aron, who's chomping at the bit to get in the ring because he's been in the ring with half of La Maria, so now he wants to try his hand with the other half in Damian Gemini. Plus, over the course of 2025, I don't think there's one person, maybe outside of Simon Says, who likes La Maria. They have gained enemies across the whole entire landscape of WWN. So guys are chomping at the bit, whether they got a team with strangers or not, to get their hands on La Maria or their feet at that matter.
Look at A-Aron, impressive drop kick and a cover on Gemini and a kick out. A-Aron again at Wrestle Expo really shocked a lot of people. It was just an impromptu match. Neither man really had a lot of advance notice, but A-Aron took TJ Brady as far as he possibly could have without winning that.
Did you see TJ try to hold A-Aron into the corner by the back of his noggin because he ain't got no hair?
I did. I don't know how effective that's going to be, but I did definitely see the attempt. Look at A-Aron fighting out of the corner and a big boot. Look at A-Aron.
He's climbing up.
Not a lot of experience, and I'm not sure that's a good idea. And that's where the lack of experience comes into play, Keef.
Exactly. You said it better than I could have. That guy just didn't know where he was for real. A-Aron was in enemy territory trying to climb up. I don't know what he was going for, but the veteran, Mr. Experience, Simon Says, 20 years in the business, knew exactly how to shut that down, and now he's getting kicked all around by TJ Brady.
A-Aron has to find a way to get to that corner, perhaps to tag in the only man we haven't seen yet in this match, big business, Marshall Moore, a guy who has been cutting his teeth all over the state of Florida over the last couple of years, a guy we've seen here in Season 1 of Proving Ground. Been a few months, but again, he's been all over the state of Florida, really honing his craft, and, you know, he's the biggest guy in this thing, so that could be an equalizer.
It could be. I mean, that's big old business right there. TJ trying to use a little defense, knocked Ryan off the apron, almost hit the damn steps, and look at big business just standing there menacing, hoping, waiting to get in.
A-Aron is in big trouble right now as the full weight of Simon Says and La Maria is coming crashing down on this young man's, as you pointed out, very bald head right now.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. But that wasn't a leg drop, it was an elbow drop right across the mata, right across the face. But A-Aron is still in it.
And it's commentary, and it's moments like this is why you cannot miss a moment, because Baby Keef is out here singing beautiful music to all of you watching at home, and I couldn't be happier to be here to witness it in a huge clothesline.
That's a big shout out to my boy Puma Johnson. He loves that song. But right now, A-Aron is not loving these short arm clotheslines that he's eating right now, and Says is having a blast at his debut in Proving Ground. Monday Night Mayhem, looking for a third clothesline, doesn't get it. What a jawbreaker! And with the noggin that he has, that has had to knock Says senseless.
Yep, there's no padding on A-Aron's head for sure, and the young man doing a great job of getting himself an opportunity, but can he get to that side of the ring? And I'm looking right now, he's got one option. Ryan the Sensei's out of commission. Can he get to big business?
A-Aron did the first step, that was create separation.
Oh, Simon Says is in the completely wrong corner. He has no idea where he is.
I'm telling you, that was... And
there we go!
Big Business LLC! Marshall Moore! Shoulder tackle for one, for two. There goes Damian. Ooh! There goes TJ.
The biggest man in this match is absolutely tearing through Simon Says and La Maria, and all of Simon Says' guys, as it says on their t-shirts, are getting thrown around like rag dolls.
Goodness gracious, Big Business came in and said, lunch break is over, fellas. It's time to get to work.
And Simon Says tried to go after Marshall Moore and just threw him right into the corner. Sidewalk slam!
Spinning sidewalk slam from the big man. He's absolutely cleaning house. Says is down.
And this is what I said earlier on, baby Keef. He's the biggest man in this match, and sometimes that's all it takes to have the equalizer. It's like having the best basketball player on the court. You always have a chance when a Nikola Jokic or a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is on your team.
You are absolutely right, and when you got a guy that can headbutt you and knock your opponent down with one shot like that, you're sitting in good hands. Tag to A-Aron, big business. A-Aron, what's going on TJ? Out of nowhere.
TJ Brady just turns this whole thing around. And again, these three guys, they haven't teamed together. They were all just kind of standing there. If they had been tagging together longer, perhaps they would have had somebody watching. Look at Marshall Moore.
Yeah, what's up with Marshall? What's up with TJ? Oh my God!
He has the brass knucks.
He had the knucks.
That's a great catch, baby Keef. I didn't even see the knucks, and Ryan the Sensei checking on Marshall Moore, and a big knee from Gemini.
TJ knocked out the big Marshall Moore, the big business, out with the knucks. Ryan the Sensei, big knee. Oh my God, eat the feet.
And A-Aron, you can see the look in his eyes. He has no idea where he is.
He doesn't know what's happening.
And he needs to get off the tracks because here comes the Express.
You can count to the 100. Yeah, you can make it 5.
Frog splash.
Jesus.
You can count to 1,000,000. Well, Simon Says makes his debut tonight and is critical in a huge victory for both him and Locke. And what will this do for Locke confidence as they go out to now a huge start here in 2026, baby Keef?
Hey, maybe Says was right. You got to clothesline a couple people to get back on track like the Says Express needs to do to keep on rolling.
And so critical in this thing. The brass knuckles, that is something that assuredly Simon Says coached these guys to do as he just shoves Jay Taylor to the ground.
What's up with Says? Why you tripping? You already won the match.
I mean, I'd be surprised, but this is classic Simon Says. This is just what he does. Underhanded tactics. Things like that, using brass knuckles, it doesn't matter as long as you get the job done. The ends justifies the means if you're Simon Says and Locke tonight.
Yeah, they're standing tall. TJ's hype, Damien's hype. They got a win under their column. Simon with the pat on the back, look at him, loving it. He's loving the actions that he's done, the action that he's caused, the confidence that he has bestowed upon TJ and Damien, who didn't really need anymore.
And now, these three men very clearly seem to be on the same page. I mean, the results are what they are. Simon Says Locke a huge win tonight. But a good fight from the Sensei, from A-Aron, and from Marshall Moore. But against these three guys, I'm not sure how you stop them.
Hey, I mean, when you got a guy like Simon Says who has a plan for everything, and he has a plan on top of a plan on top of a plan, because he's going to make sure.
Taking care of business. Let's go, boys.
Exactly what he just said. He's going to make sure he takes care of business, and business like big business Marshall Moore, who got knocked out by the brass knucks.
And I was wondering if these guys would be on the same page. That victory followed by that hug tells me all I need to know. Locke, dangerous, new attitude because of the Emerald Emperor. Simon Says, congratulations to those three.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. It is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the WWN Proving Ground Championship. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger. He is being accompanied by the baddest man alive, Leroy Shogun. He hails from Mexico City, Mexico, by way of St. Petersburg, Florida. Weighing in at 180 pounds, they are the reason. And his opponent, he hails from Waterbury, Connecticut, weighing in at 190 pounds. He is the reigning and defending WWN Proving Ground Champion, the Walking Nuke, Brian Atomic.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event of the evening and the third championship match of the evening, as Brian Atomic will once again be defending his WWN Proving Ground Championship, this time against the Reason IKKI, somebody who was supposed to be in the Young Guns Invitational but was taken out by somebody. We still have no idea who in the world actually took him out, but we are so glad to see that he is back. But I will
definitely glad to see IKKI's back. It should have been a battle of the mask. Brian should have kept his mask on, but I can't wait to see Brian get his ass kicked here tonight. I'm going to be completely biased because I do not like Brian Atomic with every inch of my being.
And definitely I am well aware, so I will do my best to kind of balance that out with my non-biased opinion here. But I will say, I have been here for quite a while now, and man, Brian Atomic, the rise of the Walking Nuke has been something to, even if you don't like the man himself, to marvel. He started out really as kind of a nobody and nothing, just coming here trying to prove himself, and now he's risen all the way to the top of the mountain as WWN Proving Ground Champion.
He has. He did dethrone Slade Scott to become the new Proving Ground Champion. He defeated my boy Puma Johnson in his first title defense. Yes, he's done that. He's done all of that. It's fine and dandy. But you know what he hasn't done? In our last singles match, he hasn't beaten me. That's what he hasn't done. But you know what he did do? Run away like a little scary boy. The last time me and him stood in the same ring together.
Well, Brian Atomic tonight certainly not going to be running away from IKKI, because IKKI, one of the most athletic, quick, agile competitors we have here, and maybe even more dangerous as Brian Atomic rolls him up here. Cover and a kick out.
I would think so, because I would think IKKI has that fire under him, because somebody, we don't know who, completely robbed him of an opportunity of becoming the young gun, winning the whole tournament, but just completely took him out of it. But now he has a chance to become Proving Ground Champion. And if he does that, no, he's going on my list of people.
Of course. Of course. So I would expect nothing less, baby Keef. But for IKKI, I mean, many considered him to be among the favorites to win the Young Guns Invitational. His spot was taken by the Brute Ray Elliott, and who made it to the semifinals. So you never know what IKKI could have done in that tournament, and we will never know. But right now, it doesn't matter, as you said, because in the here, in the now, in the world we live in, he's going after the Proving Ground Championship.
Yeah, I had
Brian Atomic.
I had $200 that IKKI was going to win the tournament, so I'm out $200 on that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry that it happened to me. But IKKI right now is in there with Brian Atomic. As much as I hate him, I would never deny his in-ring skills. The man knows how to go. He's a combat warrior. He's going to strike you down. He's going to take you down. So he's got to be on his A game. He can't worry about right now who took him out the tournament that already finished. He's got to worry about right now being in the ring with the Proving Ground Champion.
And IKKI with that lucha libre, that very unique lucha libre style. I don't even know if I would call it a traditional lucha libre style. It's something completely unique that I've never really seen in any other competitor before.
You call it the IKKI style. That's what you call it.
That makes
sense. It's his style. It's his own thing, and that's what his advantage is when he's facing any opponent, because you can't really prepare for him because he has his own style.
Both these guys been so evenly matched, almost a kind of a feeling out process so far.
Nice.
And a takedown from IKKI gets
Very
Brian
smooth.
Atomic into the corner. Oh, and we always wax poetic about the striking ability of Brian Atomic. How about that chop from IKKI?
If you're going to hit anybody hard, you better hit Brian Atomic hard, because he's going to probably try to hit you harder. So you might want to start the war off, start the fight off.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. I was able to actually speak to Brian Atomic a couple of days ago, and he told me, I was a little bit surprised. He said, I want to defend my championship every week if I can.
Wow!
And wow, what a throw from Iki.
I don't mean to cut you off, but the man went from the top, middle, top. Hold on, wait a minute.
If I was gonna have to say every single individual thing that Iki would do, I would have some kind of, like, I don't know if I would have like a speech impediment or something, because I would never be able to keep up. It's incredible what Iki can do.
Well, you will be a creator, because half the stuff Iki does doesn't even have a traditional name to it. He's just doing things that he's inventing out there.
And that unique style and so many other reasons is why you want to become a member of Club WWN. You can join and do that at WWNLive.com. Become a member of Club WWN. It's only $9.99 per month. You get all of the Proving Ground shows from now and in the past, and of course in the future. You can also get all the FIP shows, Shine, and all the back catalog of all the other amazing shows that WWN has ever done, just for $9.99 a month. Even in today's world, $9.99 a month is very doable. And you guys certainly will not regret it, because we have the best professional wrestlers in the world, including the man sitting to my right.
Yeah, that'd be me, baby Keef. And my cousin hit me up. He said, yo, I bought the membership twice.
He bought it twice.
He bought it twice.
I mean, you did tell him that's probably a bit overkill, because, you know, he can only use one at a time.
I said, hey, brother, you want to buy it twice, 3 times? I'm not complaining.
That's fair. More money in all of our pockets here, as Iki got thrown into the corner there, landed really badly on the back of his neck. Brian Atomic goes to the cover. We haven't even mentioned yet, the baddest man alive is at ringside in Iki's corner. This is, I don't know, I mean, did you know anything about this, baby Keef? Because this is a surprise to me.
Brother, I just be around here floating. I had absolutely no idea about this. The baddest man on the planet, Leroy Shogun, is on the outside in the corner for Iki, which I think will put a little bit of unease for our current champion here, Brian Atomic.
And Brian Atomic has not exactly made a whole lot of friends since coming here. You obviously being the least of them, baby Keef. And I was saying earlier, I talked to Brian Atomic. He mentioned he actually wants to defend the championship every week. And I looked at him and I said, wow, that's actually quite noble of you. And he said, oh no, it's not because I want to be a fighting champion. It's because I really enjoy beating people up. So it really was just because he enjoys kicking the crap out of people.
Let me tell you this right now, all right? I'm gonna tell you this. That guy is full of crap. Because if he really wanted to defend the title every week, he would have granted me a championship match when I asked him for it last week after the match he had with Puma. But no, he wanted to run away like a scary boy. But at least he is giving somebody who deserves a shot at the Proving Ground title.
I mean, I suppose you do have a point, baby Keef, but you can't deny, since winning that championship, he has defended it at every single Proving Ground that we have had here in Season 2. Now, it's only 2, obviously, so we still have a long way to go, but he's still batting 1,000 if you're Brian Atomic in terms of putting your championship up on the line, even if it wasn't for you yet.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true, and I can't argue with facts or truthful statements.
Well, the truthful statement right now is Iki has looked so impressive and has taken everything that Brian Atomic has had to offer so far. And we haven't really seen Brian Atomic be able to get Iki down so that he can get a lot of those rapid strikes that we're so used to seeing from him. Brian Atomic gets thrown across the ring.
Iki's keeping Brian Atomic on his toes, and that's what Brian Atomic gets for having him exposed right here in the ring right now as we're speaking.
And I've been working on this all day, baby Keef. Let me see if you like it. Could Iki be the reason Brian Atomic's reign ends tonight? We're going to find out here in a few minutes.
If I'm a betting man, which you know I am because I'm already out $200, I will probably put my money on Iki, but that's also because I absolutely hate Brian Atomic.
Of course. And I certainly would not. Wow! That was almost a sunset flip bomb right there from the top. I mean, I've never seen that from Brian Atomic, pulling out all the stops right now.
I ain't even gonna hold you. That was pretty nice though. Like, you feel me? That was pretty nice. I'll keep that in the memory bank in case he wants to bring that out if he ever grants me a match. But that was absolutely a very nice maneuver he just pulled out right there. But Iki, with the heart of a lion, being able to still fight out, still kick out, but he better.
And it's always so hard to read the emotions of Iki with that mask, but I could tell you right now, you could see him telling Brian Atomic, lay it in, I want more. And
you ain't gotta ask Brian. He's gonna do it on his own will. And I understand Iki's trying to show some defiance here, but I don't think you want to take too many kicks from Brian willingly. He has no padding on his legs.
And Brian Atomic went for a huge left kick right there. We've seen him use so many times, and Icky counters with a knee, but there's that kick right to the chest of Icky. My goodness, both these men just throwing absolute haymakers.
They're going back and forth. This is broke down into an absolute strike fest, a combat battle, oh my God.
Duck underneath for Brian Atomic. Again, both of these men doing so much. Whoa! Corkscrew crossbody! Icky out of nowhere! Baby Keef, that looked like something you'd pull out of your hat.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I can't even let you say that. That right there is Icky, man. That is his own style, own move. I'm absolutely in shock. He just corkscrew, twist-a-rooney, Twizzler move in mid-air right onto Brian Atomic. Our champion is down. Icky is stirring.
And not only is he down, I don't know if you saw it, Baby Keef, but he had that look in his eye. I don't even know if he knows he's defending his championship right now.
Yeah, he had that Krispy Kreme glazed dozen look in his eye.
Maybe even a baker's dozen. And speaking of 13, could we be getting 13th reason here soon from Icky?
Brian has the wobbly legs, the jelly legs, the spaghetti legs. He doesn't even know where he's at right now. He's dazed, he's confused, he's in trouble, and I'm loving it.
And Icky, you have to wonder what the strategy was, and wow! Flying forearm right to the dome of Brian Atomic, but both men are down right now.
I hope he knocked him senseless, and I hope a couple teeth came loose.
Whatever strategy Leroy Shogun and Icky had going into this thing, Icky has applied it to perfection so far.
I mean, you got the baddest man in the planet in your corner. Your confidence has to be sky high.
Wow.
You're in a championship match, main event, episode 2, season 2, Monday Night Mayhem, and you're on a roll. Icky's feeling great. Brian looks freaking off his feet, off his rocker.
Icky's telling you it's over. Oh, we got him! That's the 13th reason, but he kicks out!
Tell him again, Shogun. Ref, speed it up.
I mean, that is so impressive, that bridging fall-away slam into a pinning combination. He calls it the 13th reason. That puts away so many, just about anybody on the planet, except for Brian Atomic right there, Baby Keef. And I know you don't like the guy, but you have to be impressed with the durability.
Well, just not for nothing. It never put me away neither. I'm just going to throw that out there, too. So Brian ain't all that special. I just want to let that be clear. But he was smack dab in the middle of the ring, and he did kick out.
Icky, what does he have to do to take that Proving Ground Championship? And look at Brian Atomic now into the abdominal stretch. Wow. And if I know Brian Atomic, he's going to follow that up with some elbows once he gets it really locked in.
He ain't even got no elbow pads. That should be illegal.
Well, certainly the UFC would agree with you, at least as of a couple of years ago. Now they disagree anyway, because you can now do that, I guess. And look at these kicks. Right to the back of the neck and a gut-wrench powerbomb from Brian Atomic. Can the walking nuke retain his championship? No, not yet.
That boy did pull that out. Straight core strength from Brian. That was actually kind of shocked me a little bit. I didn't think he was going to get above.
And at what point does Leroy Shogun take it into his own hands? Does he do it at all? Is right now the time, because that primal cry only means one thing. Brian Atomic going for the best foot step. No, Icky!
Icky said, no, sir, let me catch you. Let me get you real quick.
Like a cat climbing a tree. So quick getting up to the top rope. How impressive is that?
That was absolutely smart. He stopped Brian from hitting his kill shot. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Icky.
Brian slipping through.
Icky takes a spill as Brian Atomic tried to get out of that. Now Icky looks like he is completely, look at that foot, he's completely trapped. Now he's stuck in the tree of woe. Oh no. Oh my God, best foot stomp ever! Out of the tree of woe, that's gonna do it!
That is probably good. Come on, Icky. Come on, Icky! Hey.
WWN Proving Ground Champion, the walking nuke, Brian Atomic.
The walking nuke retains his championship, much to the chagrin, of course, of the man to my right. But what an impressive feat. Icky gets stuck in that corner, forced there by Brian Atomic. Normally, if you hit the best foot stomp ever, you're laying prone, but not that time. Icky gets caught. He made one crucial mistake, and that's all it took for Brian Atomic to retain tonight.
Yeah, that boy did retain. It's a great showing from Icky. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Great showing. But I'm a little bit glad Brian still has that championship. I'm glad he retained the Proving Ground title, because when I come after him, I'm going to slap him silly, and I'm going to take that championship straight from him. So I kind of do hope he holds that long enough, and he actually grants me a shot and stop being scary and running away.
Well, you heard it from the man himself, folks. I couldn't have said it better. But that's going to wrap up episode number 2 of season number 2. Our deuces are no longer wild here at WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem, as Brian Atomic is still your WWN Proving Ground champion. For Baby Keef, for Catalina Perez, for TJ Lopes, and for all of us here at WWN, we want to thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week.